Good afternoon. You're all welcome back. Can you please call the witness? Counsel?
Like just 2 minutes, Honorable Chairperson.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. Please sit down. Mr. Witness, as a matter of routine, I have to remind you that you are still under oath for continuation of your testimonies before this Commission of Inquiry. Madam Chair, Mr. Witness,
yes.
I repeat myself again. You are still under oath for continuation of your testimony.
Okay.
Madam Chair, over to you now.
Mr. Mane, you are welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Counsel, you may proceed.
Yes. Mr. Mane,
Yes.
who is the IT manager?
Lamin Toure.
Now, how many people are in the IT department? Do you know?
But I can only remember Lamin Toure and Lamin Mane.
Lamin Toure and Lamin Mane. Lamin Mane, he was a collector, is that not
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But now he is at the IT department.
Yeah, exactly.
Since when?
Well, I can't remember that, but I know he was shipped from revenue collection to the IT department.
Yeah. And you are saying that you are given the device by Lamin Toure,
Toure, yeah, exactly.
but that you could not recall when.
No, I could not recall when.
In 2017, 2018,
Okay.
there was an audit report.
Okay.
Babasa Area Council is already in evidence, Honorable Chairperson and Commissioners, where in the auditor found out that the amount of money that you collected and the amount that you lodged were different. Were you confronted by the auditors regarding this matter?
Yes, I was shown a printout.
And then?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yeah, I said I was shown a printout by the auditors.
So do you agree with the printout that the amount that you collected and the amount that you lodged was different?
Okay, this was before the introduction of the machines, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Can you just brief me about that so that I can...
You collected $24,140.
Okay.
And you lodged $23,840.
I lodged $23,840.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be true.
Why was that the case?
Yeah, okay, because, sometimes when we are away, trekking, we have a breakdown. So when you have a breakdown, sometimes, we have no money with us, so we have to use at least councils for money to at least sort the problems out. So that's how that came about.
Did you explain this to the auditors?
Will I explain to the auditors? Yes, of course, I did explain it to them.
When you have a breakdown, do you normally report that?
Yes, obviously, I do report it.
Who do you report to when you have a breakdown?
I do report to my line manager.
So in this case, what was the nature of the breakdown?
The nature of the breakdown was I was collecting along the line. I lost my my motorbike key, so I searched everywhere. I couldn't see it. So and then I have to move. So then I decided to change the Kickstarter and put a new one there so that I can able to go back.
You changed the Kickstarter?
Yeah. Exactly.
And how much did you spend to change the Kickstarter?
Okay, if I could recall, the Kickstarter was around 300 plus the workmanship.
Around $800.
No, not $800. I said around $300 plus the workman fee. The person who made it.
To change a Kickstarter, the motorbike. And because when you change a Kickstarter, you'll have to be given a key again, or?
Huh?
If you've lost the key,
Yes.
won't you be given another key?
Yes, if you normally I was in fact having a spare with me, but at this time, but I was at Murekunda, if I can recall. Then the key was in my house.
So there was no need to make another key because you have a spare key.
Yes.
So there was no need to make another new key.
Yes.
So what did they change?
Yes, the Kickstarter. I mean, I don't know if I mess up, but where you put the key and then start.
But if they change where you put the key, your spare key will not work.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. I left my spare keys at
So
Basse.
if you say this is what I'm saying, it appears as if you are agreeing with what I am saying.
Okay, then I don't know in that form.
Now,
okay.
You had a Kickstarter problem.
Yes.
You lost because you lost your key.
Yes.
So when you lost your key, what happened is you have a spare key.
Yes, but that was at Basse.
In Basse?
Yes.
And you lost your key where?
At Murekunda in Wule East.
At what?
Murekunda. Murekunda.
Mulekunda?
Yes.
So you lost your key in Mulekunda and you have your spare key in Basse?
Yeah, exactly.
So they changed where the key is supposed to get into the starter?
Yes.
Where it has to get into?
Yes.
And if that is being changed,
Yes.
and they didn't make you any new key,
Yes.
how can you use now the spare key?
No, like I said, I bought a new set.
You what?
I changed that one.
Starter, yes.
Yeah, I changed that one and then put another one together with
No. You said they didn't make you a new key because you had a spare key.
No, you didn't hear me. I said I left the key at Basse. So while the spare key was in Basse, while I was in Murekunda. So and I have to go home, so I cannot access my bike at the time without changing the.
So you went home to Basse?
No, I didn't went home. After changing the starter, then I moved to Basse.
That's my point. So
Okay.
you are saying they make you a whole new key
Yes.
and fix the starter for $300?
Yes, $300.
That's not true. You know that's not true.
Cancel.
Even a key alone, just one key. If you go out and duplicate a key, you will be charged by $300.
No, in that area, you don't have people who duplicate key. So you can only.
I'm just saying, as easy as duplicating a key.
Yes.
Talk less of trying to get a whole new key
Okay.
together with a new starter
Yes.
for motorbike. That will not be $300. Do you have a receipt of that?
What?
Where you issued with a receipt?
No, those places they don't provide. If I thought it's in Basse, I would have a receipt. But in those places.
Did you complain that?
Huh?
Did you report that to the CEO?
Whether I could come to yes, I think if I remember at the time, it was one Emel Jate who was the CEO at the time. Yes, but then I was asked to pay it.
So the other time as well, when your motorbike had a problem and you had to tell the CEO, you could not deposit the money earlier to the bank. What was wrong? What happened with the motorbike?
You said I didn't deposit the money to the bank early.
Yes, there was a time that in your statement you said you came late because at that time the bank was closed. So you had to go to the CEO to ask as to what you were going to do with the money. Because you were late because the motorbike had a problem. What was wrong with the motorbike?
Okay, I said the engine stopped. I don't know what happened to it, but the engine stopped.
Yes.
So then I try to kick it. It doesn't work. Then I kick it. I try to start it. It doesn't work. Then I kick it. It doesn't work. And that's how I push it. To the nearest mechanician to fix it for me.
And then
they fix it.
Where for how much?
Huh?
What was the problem? What did they tell you was the problem?
The problem? No, they didn't tell me any problem. They just fixed it and then they give me my key.
So up to this point, you didn't know what was wrong with the motorbike?
No, I didn't. All I know it was that the engine stopped, so it could not on.
Yes. When the engine, how much did you pay to fix it?
To fix it? No, I could not remember. But that one, I used my own money.
How much?
I cannot remember.
But you paid the
yes, because by then I was having money.
you paid the mechanic.
Yeah, I paid the
to fix
mechanic.
your machine.
Yeah,
But you
exactly.
know what was wrong with the machine.
Yeah,
You don't know what he was fixing. What was he fixing?
What?
What was he fixing?
What
was the mechanic fixing in
No, I don't know what he was fixing. I was just sitting looking at him. Then he was doing his things.
So he charged you a fee
Yes.
to fix your motorbike.
Yeah.
You didn't even know what's wrong with your motorbike.
Yeah, yes,
And you paid him money. You
Yes.
didn't even know what's wrong with your motorbike.
definitely.
And you are smiling.
That's true.
No, but you are smiling.
No, I'm not smiling.
And it's funny. That's why you are smiling. You go to the mechanic. Your motorbike could not start. He tells you this is this is the amount. You paid the amount. He didn't tell you what was wrong with the motorbike. All of a sudden, the motorbike starts, and you paid him the money, and you went.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense. You must
Okay.
know what you are paying for. How would you know whether it was a minor problem or a major problem? So if he had charged you, let's say, $5,000 to solve one minor problem, how would you know?
Yeah, I don't think I would offer. I could offer him that because
You don't think what?
I don't think I could offer him $35,000 because that is almost a cost to offer a motorbike at that time.
Where did you get the? Is the cost to get what?
Motorbike at that time,
A new one,
a new one, yeah.
brand new one, motorbike
Motorbike, yeah.
for $5,000.
No, I thought you were saying 35,000.
How much?
I thought you were saying $35,000.
So when you came back, did you? Where did you get the money?
Huh?
Where did you get the money?
When did I get the money? What
Where
money?
did you get the money to fix the motorbike?
Yeah, by then I was having money with me.
No, you had problem of $300. You took council's money to fix it.
Yes. Okay, these are two different things. Okay, this these scenarios are two different scenarios.
I know.
Yes.
I'm saying you had a problem of $300.
Yes.
You took council's money, the money from the revenue that you collected,
Yes.
and you fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
And now you had a bigger problem. You fixed it with your own money.
No, it was not. It was. If I could remember, I didn't pay more than $200 in that
To
occasion.
fix an engine.
No, it was. I said the engine stops, but
Yes.
it was not the problem of the engine. I thought. I'm sorry. I was going and the engine stops, so I tried to on the motorbike. It wasn't on. Then that's how I took it to the nearest mechanism to fix it for me.
Fix it.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was not. It was not an engine problem. Though I don't know what was the problem, but it was not an engine
But
problem.
you said earlier it's an engine problem.
I said my engine stops.
Yes, so it has a problem.
No, sometimes a machine can stop. The engine can stop when.
Yes.
I think I heard that he said he has a Kickstarter problem.
Yes.
Is it not a Kickstarter?
Yes. So two incidents.
Yeah, it was two incidents. Yeah.
The first incident, Kickstarter problem, he forgot this spare key in Basse and came with the spare key. Then he changed and said, no, I didn't come with the spare key. I had changed the entire the starter and a new key for $300.
Yes.
And now the second incident, your machine had a problem.
Yes.
Is that the case?
Yeah, is that?
And you spent $200.
I cannot recall, but I spent less than $200.
Less than?
$200. I said I spent less than $200.
You spent less than $200
Yeah.
to fix a machine problem.
Yes.
When you spend $300 to fix a Kickstarter.
Yeah, a Kickstarter. Yeah.
That's why I said it doesn't make sense.
Okay, then I agree.
Because if you spend less than $200 to fix a machine problem,
Okay.
which is a more serious problem than a Kickstarter, is that not the case?
Yes, that might be the case.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, then I agree.
Exactly. And I hand over to the commissioners.
Yes. Mr. Mane,
Yes.
you have a cash book, right?
Yes.
Can you get us the cash book for 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023?
Okay.
Everything that you have transacted.
Okay.
Yes. Now, my question is, looking at your deposits, you have collected a lot of revenue for the council, right?
Yes.
Like, for instance, in 2018, for the month of August, you collected an amount of 3,950. Right?
Okay.
Right, the cash book. You are bringing the cash book for 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. The ones you have been using.
2019, 2020, and 2021.
And 22 and 23. From 2018 to 2023.
To 2023, okay.
Yeah. Now, for looking at the records and your deposits at the bank, we did realize that for the month of August 2018,
Okay.
you generated, for that single day, that is the 14th,
Okay.
you generated an income of 3,950.
Okay.
On the 27th of December
Okay.
2018, you generated an income of 620. And the 31st of December, you generated another income of $600.
Okay.
And brought forward with the other incomes in 2018, you generated an income of 9,570
Okay.
from the statement, from the deposits that you have done.
Okay.
2019,
Okay.
there was no January collection,
Yes.
there was no June collection,
Okay.
there was no September collection,
Okay.
there was no December collection.
Okay.
So the remaining months you
Okay.
collected,
Yes.
and what you collected in those months and deposited to the account
Okay.
was 94,362. Is that right? Is that correct?
Can you repeat yourself again?
I said,
Yes.
except for the month of January in 2019
Okay.
and the month of June in
Yeah.
2019
Uh-huh.
and the month of September in
Sorry, June 2019,
yes, January 2019,
January 2019.
June 2019,
Yes, I've got June already.
September 2019,
September,
December 2019.
December.
Aside from these 4 months,
Yes.
the other months you collected revenue. Sometimes in a single month, you will generate income more than 40 to 50,000. For instance,
Okay.
6th of May 2019, you generated $30,000.
Okay.
On the 16th,
Okay.
you generated 8,500.
Okay.
On the 17th, you paid in 5,000.
Okay.
On the 22nd, you paid in 1,500.
Okay.
On the 25th, you paid in 2,700.
Okay.
On the same 25th again, you paid in another 4,000.
Okay.
On the 28th,
Okay.
you paid twice in the bank.
Okay.
28, you paid 1,500, and the same 28 again, you paid 1,500.
Okay.
We have noticed that when you collect taxes, you don't deposit direct the actual amount you collected for the day.
Okay.
What you do is you keep part of the money,
Okay.
deposit part of the money, so that in the same day or in the following day, you go and deposit part of the money that you have collected previously.
Okay.
And that is what happened with all the collectors. Why do you have to be keeping the money and banking it the previous day and staggering the amount? For instance, looking at these months, except for the 4 months, you paid in 94,362. This is deposits by you
Yes.
in the bank,
Okay.
because these are statements from the bank.
Okay.
So now my question is, why is it that when you collect 100,000,
Okay.
you don't deposit the 100,000? And this is what we have found across the board, to all, with all of the collectors. Why don't you deposit the money the way you have collected it and received it from the taxpayers?
Well, for me, I think, I always deposit everything I collected, except that of,
Okay, now explain to me why on the same day in May 2019.
okay,
No, let me start it in on the 16th of May, right?
yes,
You collected 30,000.
okay,
On the 17th, you collected 8,500.
okay,
But on the 25th of May,
okay,
you paid in 2,000. This is not collection, but actually what you paid into the bank.
okay,
The 25th of May, 2019, you paid in 2,700.
okay.
On the same 25th of May, 2019, you paid in $4,000.
Okay.
Explain to me what happened and how in the same date you paid in these two amounts.
You mean the same day I paid how many times?
I have already given you how many times? Twice.
Twice.
Yes.
Okay.
The first amount was 2,700.
Mm-hmm.
The second amount was 4,000.
Second amount was 4,000.
Yes.
Okay,
By you, Manku. Money, yes.
Manku, okay. Yes, okay.
How does that happen?
Okay, like,
You know, we have all the evidence
yeah, exactly.
of where you went to collect
Mm-hmm.
the monies from.
Yes, yes.
We have all the evidence. So you tell us what happened.
Okay. Yeah, in regards to what you are saying, okay, it can happen, but what I can recall is sometimes, you are from a collection and you will go and deposit money to a bank, then you will come back, and then you have another payment again at the same time. So sometimes, when this happens, the deposit has to be in two. Like, Mr. S can come and pay his rates, you register it and then take it to the bank. Then if you, after that, the next person also will come and then pay his or her rates.
Do you think we will take what you are saying as the true evidence of what you are giving us?
Well,
Can you repeat yourself? Can you repeat explaining why you can have these payments on the same day, different amounts of money? I have already told you the scenario that we have checked.
Yes,
and
exactly.
we have seen.
yes.
That you normally, for example, collect 50,000 or 100,000, but you will not pay it all. Sometimes you pay in small money and keep it. The next day you go and pay. That next day you would have gone to collect revenue. And if you are confronted, because it's the machine that is you are using, you realize that that day's transaction, you must bank it. So in essence, what I'm trying to put across is that the way and manner in which you collect the taxes and the way and manner in which you pay it into the bank, you understand, is questionable. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Correct. So now, we want you to bring all the cash book. You are going to come back here and give us evidence as to why we find, but by the way, let me just commend you, because if you look at the total amount of deposits you have made in the bank, you have deposited almost the other one, the big sum you have deposited is 428,347, but total cumulative amount is 1,414,092,050 bututs, or 90 bututs. That is what transactions you have done at the bank,
Okay.
right?
You said I have
Now,
collected.
huh?
You said I have collected 400.
Yes, you have
1,000.
deposited this 400 and total
Mm-hmm.
in some months.
Yes.
You understand? It's different months and different years.
Yes.
428,347.
Okay.
So you will agree with me that there is a lot of money,
Yes.
and there is a lot of tax money
Yes.
that you people collect
Yes.
at the level of council.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct.
Now, the reason why you are having challenges is because the money is not widely used, wisely used by your administration.
That's perfect.
Am I correct?
That's very correct.
Thank you. Council, any further question?
In March
Yes.
of 2023, did you make any deposit?
Yes.
Which bank?
Mr. Race, I will take race at this place, Vista Bank, and then no, sorry, rates at Ajib Bank and license at Vista Bank.
License at Vista Bank
Yeah,
in March
exactly.
2023.
Yes.
Well, do you have evidence of that?
Yes, I have.
If you ask to bring your deposits for March, will you be able to do that?
Yes, 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 I can able to do that.
When?
You just give me time, but I can do.
Like how much time do you need?
No, now that I will left it to you. You give me time so that I can check whether that time is available.
I am
or
not even asking for time, so you tell me when you can bring it.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, but financially, I'm having a constraint.
We are sorry that you are having financial problem, but these are documents we urgently need.
Yes,
and we are giving you up to next week to bring the documents. Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
Yes,
can you proceed?
for Vista Bank and the one for, you did say Ajib Bank for rates?
Yeah, Ajib Bank. Yeah.
You also made deposits in April.
Yeah.
Sorry, March.
Yeah.
For Ajib Bank.
Yeah.
Are these the only two deposits you've made in March?
Yeah.
So can you please bring it next week?
Yes, of course I can bring it, but I will appeal to the council if they can allow me to send it, because, like I said, I'm a family man.
You can talk to the commissioners; they're here.
Yes, I'm a family man, and that is running almost 3 months without salary. So and I have a wife to take care of. So definitely, if I want to
Mr. Mane,
going, I don't think.
Mr. Mane,
Uh-huh.
this is a commission,
Yes.
and we are given time to do
Yes.
this work.
Yes.
So we will give you time
Yes.
to respond to our request, and we have given you time
Yes.
to come up with these documents from your custody in Basse
Yes.
and bring them to the commission by next week, by end of next week, Friday. All right?
Yes. What?
Thank you. We have heard your complaints, because some others have come here and made the same complaints, but we have given the same directive to bring the documents. All right?
Yes, but what I'm also trying to appeal to the Commission, Madam Chairperson, is that if the Commission can allow me to send it to them through somebody, then I can able to do that.
No,
because,
you
like I
cannot-
said,
you cannot send. Sorry, you cannot send them through somebody, because we are going to admit the documents through you.
Yes.
Because your cash book is your cash book; it's not somebody else's cash book.
Yes.
So we cannot admit the document before you. So please let us close this chapter. Council, can we proceed?
Yes, yes, yes. So that's all we need for now. So when you bring it, we can just proceed. That is all, Madam Chairperson.
That's it, yes. Council, we will be expecting you here next week, but the registrar will communicate to you exactly what day you are going to come here. All right?
okay.
Thank you. Can you call the next witness?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Hold on to this. To start with, I would like to know, what is your religion? Islam. In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Can you?
English.
English?
Yes.
Hold on, let me just help you with the mic. We take that again. What is your religion?
Islam.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to make swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Swear by the Holy Quran.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to be sworn by the Holy Quran. Okay, Mr. Witness, you can hold the Holy Quran. And you repeat after me, eh?
Okay.
Your name?
Abdullah Sedikan.
I, Abdullah Sedikan,
I, Abdullah Sedikan.
do swear that
Do swear that
I will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing
and nothing
but the truth.
but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me Allah.
Okay, you can place the Holy Quran. Kindly sit down. Madam Chair, the witness has been sworn.
You are welcome. Council, can we proceed, please?
Sure. Good afternoon. Can you please
Why?
state your name
Leave it
into the
I-
microphone?
I may need to check.
I am Abdullah Sedikan.
Can you speak into the mic? It's a bit low. Okay.
My name is Abdullah Sedikan,
Okay, where do you live?
Fajikuna,
And what's your occupation?
a banker.
Now, you gave a statement to the investigators before
Yes.
the commission, right?
Yes.
Let me show you this statement. Let us know if it's the statement that you signed.
Yes, that's correct. This is the statement.
And you read it before you signed it?
Yes.
Do you adopt the statement as part of your evidence before the
Yes.
commission?
Yes.
Chairperson, I apply to tender the witness statement of Abdullah Sedikan.
The witness statement of Abdullah Sedikan, dated the 29th of May 2023, signed by the said Abdullah Sedikan, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/AS/VB/BSAC/001.
As the commission pleases. Now, Mr. Sedikan, you said in your statement that you're the branch manager of Vista Bank in Brikama.
Yes.
Do you know one Lamin Suso?
Yes, I know Lamin Suso.
He's a director of finance for Bassa Area Council.
Yes.
Can you tell us how you know Lamin Suso?
I know Lamin Suso well before he was moved to Basse.
You knew him who was moved to Bassa?
I know Lamin Suso well before he was even sent to Basse as the director of finance.
Okay, can you tell us how you knew him and when you knew him?
Normally he comes to the bank in Brikama to do transactions for another account. Normally customers come, we assist them to give them customer service. Sometimes customers will come, they will be in a hurry, especially this corporate account. So normally I help him to do other transactions like deposits and withdrawals.
At which bank is this? Which bank was this?
It's Vista Bank, Brikama, in Brikama.
So he used to come to Brikama?
Brikama, yes.
Okay, and you said he did transactions for another account. Do you remember
Yes.
which account?
Actually, I cannot remember.
But was it a council account or was it a personal account?
No. I think it was a council account for Brikama Area Council. That was the time he was in Brikama.
Okay, do you remember what he was in Brikama Area Council as?
No, that I don't know.
Okay. So you have said in your statement that on the issue of $50,000 check transaction, you remember it was presented by Lamin Suso and it was an open check.
Yes.
Was this check presented to you?
No, it was presented at the counter, at the teller point.
Okay, and can you tell us what happened?
The check was brought, and during processing payment of the check, normally we tellers post checks before paying customers. So during the payment of the check, we received a call from Basse, from the...
So wait, let me just stop you there. Whose check was this?
It was a Basse Area Council check.
And then it was being
paid-
cashed in Brikama?
Brikama, yes.
Okay, proceed.
Then we received, during the payment of the check at the teller point, we received a call from Basse, from the RM in Basse, that is the relationship manager, telling us that he received a call from the CEO of Basse Area Council, Mr. Ture, that he said he cannot remember signing a check of 50,000. Then,
Let me just stop you there again. How did Mr. Ture know that there was a check that hadn't been paid yet at the bank?
he said he received a notification.
Did he say
An
how he
SMS
received?
alert. An
Okay.
SMS alert.
Okay.
Then he called the RM of the account, who is in Basse. Then the RM went through the system to identify where the transaction took place, and it happened to be in Brikama.
Okay.
Then the RM called Brikama to let us know that there is a transaction that we are processing for Lamin Suso 50,000. The CEO, Mr. Ture, said he cannot remember signing that check. Then immediately, I took it upon myself. I asked the head of operation to stop the transaction for the payment of the check by giving cash to Mr. Suso. So the check was retrieved from the teller. Then we give back Mr. Suso the check.
So the SMS alerts, are they not generated after the money has been debited from the account?
Absolutely.
So the money had been debited from the council's
Yes,
account?
but not physically given to Mr. Suso.
Okay. So when you personally gave the check back to Mr. Suso?
No, I went, my office is upstairs, so I was informed by the head of operation downstairs.
Okay.
So I came down to personally collect the check from Suso. Suso was asking me what was the problem. I asked him to contact the second signatory of the account, that is Mr. Ture.
Okay. And what happened after you told him that?
He left. I asked him to contact Mr. Ture that we are not in the position to pay the check because the second signatory insists of saying he cannot remember signing the check. Therefore, we have to give him back the check.
So what happened with the transaction in the account? Because it generated an alert, which means that it was debited from the account.
What happened?
The transaction, the $50,000, that was debited from the account.
Yes.
What happened to that transaction?
It was cancelled. It was returned. This is immediately, transactions are posted. Supervisors therefore authorize a transaction. So when a transaction is cancelled, it is deleted from the system, whereby the system will do a credit transaction, meaning it will be cancelled, reversed directly from the system.
So is there a reason why Lamin Suso cashes checks at Brikama branch rather than Basse? Do you know?
Normally, customers have the privilege to withdraw at any branch
Yes. I
during
know that.
during official banking hours, and they can go to any branch to make their normal transaction. So for me, it was a normal transaction.
So there was another transaction that Lamin Suso carried out. Can you tell us about that?
Sorry, Council. Let me just find out from Mr. Sedikan. You've told us that who received the telephone message from the RM in Basse?
That is the head of operation of the branch in Brikama.
How instantaneously? Because you have told us what I cannot understand, you can help me understand, that Mr. Suso was in the branch in Brikama.
Yes.
Trying to cash, filled in the amount.
Yes.
And cashed in the, put in the check.
Yes.
For him to be paid.
Yes.
So the teller has already accepted the check.
Yes.
Verified the signatures.
Yes.
And paid him.
Not actually paid him. Normally, you have to post a transaction before you physically give the physical cash to the customer.
Okay.
Yes.
And then?
When the transaction was posted, we received a call from Basse, from the RM, that Mr. Ture said he received a text notification of a withdrawal of 50,000 that he cannot remember signing. So there is another thing also. What we did was the head of operation take a picture of the check and send it to the RM, because we do not communicate direct to the CEO. Every corporate account has a relationship manager. So the RM send the image of the check to the CEO. That was when the CEO said he cannot remember signing that check. Before that, he even said it, and he reconfirmed that he cannot remember signing that check.
But if you tell me that, I will have difficulty in appreciating what you say, because
Yes.
the RM is resident in Basse, not
Yes.
in Brikama.
Yes.
So if the RM is to take a snapshot and send it,
Not the RM.
yes,
Our head of operation in Brikama took picture of the check and sent it to the RM.
in Basse.
Yes. On WhatsApp.
And in all this while, Mr. Suso was waiting for his
Yes.
50,000 to be processed.
Yes.
Council, you may proceed. I am not clear, but you may proceed. When you are done, I will ask the questions.
Very well. So can you tell us about the second transaction that was queried?
The second transaction, not actually the second transaction, that was the first transaction. The second transaction is the 50,000.
Okay, so tell us about the other transaction.
The first transaction took place around September. This second transaction took place in October.
Okay.
After we had the transaction of that 50,000 with Suso, that was returned to him. A week after, I was in my office, Mr. Ture came with a statement.
Who's Mr. Ture?
Mr. Ture, that is the CEO of Basse Area Council.
Okay.
He came to my office with a statement. He came, I asked him to sit. Then we had a little conversation. He said he came purposely to confirm and to get the check of the 50,000 that was paid from our branch. Actually, he was having this statement. I think he did not understand, to my knowledge, maybe the transaction on the statement. Then I took it upon myself. I asked him which date. Then he mentioned to me there was a payment of 141,000 that took place. Then I went through the system. By then, I wasn't sure where the transaction took place. Then I went through the system to check where the 141 was actually posted. Then it happened to be our branch Brikama. Then he said he wanted to see the check. Asked the branch manager, I took it upon myself to go to the archive. We have an archive where we place all transactions for our daily transaction after close of work. So I went to the archive, I searched for the check for a particular day. Then I showed him the check where he was sitting. He was holding the check like this. He mentioned to me, this signature on top is mine, but the one below, it doesn't look like my signature, but they are similar. Where I was sitting, I told him, Mr. Ture, actually, I cannot identify that. It's only you who can identify your own signature. He said he needed a copy of the check. I told him, now, what you can do is, you can write a request to the bank, requesting for a copy of the check, then it will be provided to you. Then I asked him, was this 141 text notification, was it not sent to you? He said yes. I said, now how comes, since on the 22nd, till the 50,000 was returned, after 1 week.
Can you give us the correct dates? That is 22nd of September.
September.
To 2023.
Yeah, 2022.
2022. So kindly give us the correct date so that we will not assume that we are dealing with the current year.
22nd of September 2022.
That is when the transaction of 141 was done.
Yes.
Was this a withdrawal or a deposit?
A withdrawal, which was paid to Mr. Suso.
Yes, Council.
Very well. Please continue.
Then he mentioned he needed a copy of the check. I asked him to write a request to the bank, then a copy will be provided to him. Then I went ahead asking him, have you not received any SMS alert? He said yes. What the SMS alert for the 141, did you receive it? He said yes. I went ahead telling him that, how comes this check was paid in October? Now we are in September. After the transaction of the 50,000.
You just said the check, how come the check was paid in October and you're in September?
The second one was paid in September. That is the 50,000.
The 50,000 was paid in September, and which one was paid in October?
That September. The first transaction was 141. That is the 141,000. That was paid in September.
Okay.
The second one was paid in October.
That's the 50,000.
Yes.
Okay.
After the payment of the 50,000, he came a week after to clarify about the 50,000. That was when I asked him why was he not in the position to inform the bank when he received the 141 notification. He said he never mentioned any, he did not respond. So he stood there for a while and then left.
So why is it that it is the Brikama branch that Mr. Ture came to find out about the issues on his statement? Because when he discovered the 50,000, it was Basse branch that he called, right?
No, he came to Brikama branch.
No. When he first discovered the 50,000, when he got the SMS alert,
yes.
Who did he call?
He called the RM of the account.
At which branch?
In Basse.
Yes, so that's what I'm asking. So when he had an issue, he went to Basse. So why is it that with this issue now, he came to Brikama branch?
Because the 50,000 transaction took place in Brikama.
So he came to find out about the 50,000?
Yes. That was when he even mentioned the 141. That was paid to Mr. Suso.
Okay. My colleague has some questions for you.
Yes, let me ask before he proceeds. So, was it a discovery, or were you the one that informed him about the 141?
No, he said he saw on the statement that there was a transaction of 141. that he could not remember signing. He asked for a copy of the check, which I provided to him. Then he was sitting, he mentioned to me the signature on top was his signature. Normally, for cross checks, you have to sign below the check, and if you sign above the check on the same check leaf, that means the check can be cashed at any branch, meaning it is open. He said the signature on the above the check, which is the signature to open a check, he said that one is his signature, according to him, where he was sitting. He mentioned to me that the one below, he is not sure. That was when I intervened and tell him that actually I cannot verify your own signature.
So did he write to you to request for that check so that
He
he
never
can
wrote
verify?
He never wrote any request.
For you to hand him over so that he can verify?
Even if he sent a request to our head office, probably they will consult the branch Brikama, because that's where the transaction took place.
Thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sedi Khan.
Good afternoon, sir.
I just want to know, your system is online, meaning if I'm in Basse, I can encash in Brikama.
Yes.
Online, instantaneously.
At branch level, not online. Currently, our online banking is not working.
Now, your signature verification,
Yes.
is it in your system?
Yes, it's in the system.
And the system whoever did the verification must have checked
Yes.
to see that the signatures tally.
Yes.
And the first check is the 141.
Yes.
And the 141, the signature above to open the check was confirmed by the CEO as that of his.
Yes.
But the authorized signatory, he could not confirm whether that was his.
Yes.
And that was paid.
That was paid, yes.
The 141 was paid.
Yes.
With no problems
No.
or questions thereafter, after you had showed him the
Yes.
the
Because
docket.
that was the first transaction that happened in September.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the second one is the 50,000,
Yes.
where an alert was sent. They received the alert,
Yes.
and he checked with his RM at Brikama, at Basse, to see whether what was the alert for, because he could not remember the 50,000.
Yes.
I know there is a time difference
Yes.
when an alert is sent and when you are paid.
Yes.
So in that time difference, which could be a minute or two,
Yes.
you guys reversed the alert system and credited back Basse Area Council with the 50,000.
Yes, the transaction was done immediately. You know, in any particular account, especially a corporate account, you cannot assume that immediately when you post a debit, even immediately if you are doing the credit posting to cancel that particular transaction, it will fall under the same line of that of the first transaction. Because it's an account that normally other branches will also have similar transaction, either deposits or withdrawal. That is why if you go through this statement, you will happen to realize that the debit was done. After few transactions, then you will see the credit on the other side.
But it will happen on the same day?
Same day, same period.
Okay.
So that crediting was done in the same day?
Yes.
But after some transactions? But
No.
was it?
It was done the same. It was done at the same spot.
day?
Yes.
But was it at the same Brikama branch that it was done?
Yes.
Right?
Because the account was debited in Brikama. Obviously, if you want to cancel it, we have to cancel it from Brikama.
Yes. So now the other transactions that were transacted before it was credited.
Yes.
To show that transactions have happened in the account.
Yes.
Which branch reflected those transactions? Was it the same Brikama branch?
No.
Which other branches?
What I saw from the system, they are deposits of deposits, quite 3 or 4 deposits.
From different branches?
Yes, not in Brikama.
All right. We will cross-check that with what we see in this
Okay.
statement.
I only have, I think, one or two quick questions
Okay.
for you. At what point do you conduct verification?
At the teller point,
At the teller point?
yes.
Is there any level, any threshold that if someone wants to withdraw, then there's a verification?
$50,000
So what is the process of verification?
is to confirm with the account holder
Yeah. So
whether
what?
the check was actually signed by him.
So how is that verification process conducted?
The head of operation will call the RM of the account.
Yes.
Yes,
And in this case, who is the RM of the account?
that is in Basse. He's in
The
Basse.
CEO,
No, the relationship manager.
relationship manager.
Yes, normally we do not have direct contact with an account in Basse, the owner of an account in Basse.
So
If-
was so when you call the relationship manager, now what will be the required information? What are you seeking for before these checks are being honored?
He has to call the account holder to confirm the payment before the payment is done. That is every withdrawal above 50,000.
Let's just take it at one point at a time. So at the desk office you will communicate to the RM,
Yes,
and the RM will communicate to the account holder,
yes, exactly.
and so the account holder will confirm issuing that check.
Yes.
So in the case of the $50,000 that was done,
The 50,000 I mentioned earlier is any payment above 50,000.
yes.
Yes.
So my point is, was that done when the payment of 151,000 was being paid to the finance director?
I'm sure that will have been the case because the 141 payment was done at a teller point between the head of operation and the branch manager. The reason why I intervened in the 50,000 because the transaction was, according to the RM, that the transaction the CEO said he is not sure of signing the check. Then I was called upon to come and ensure that the check is being returned to Suso and not paid.
Yes, but how about the 141?
I'm sorry.
Was there any verification done?
Yes, I'm sure the head of operation at the branch will call the RM to verify
Oh,
that.
you gave a statement, and then by the time you were giving the statement, did you at any point in time find out whether there was verification done?
Every transaction above 50,000, the head of operation has to verify with the RM of the account before the payment is done.
Now, this particular transaction, was there verification done?
Yes,
How was verification done?
by calling the RM.
And then the teller will call the RM, you said, and the RM will communicate
With
to the account holder.
Yes.
Did the RM communicate to the account holder?
Then the RM will then call the branch having the transaction for the payment of that check.
You had told us there had to be verification, 50,000 upwards,
Verification
before you honor the check.
Before you honor the check, yes.
There has to be verification.
Yes.
$50,000 upwards, there will be verification.
Yes.
The payment of $141,000 was verification done.
I said yes.
How was verification done?
It was done by the head of operation. I am the branch manager. There is a head of operation
Yes.
responsible for supervising tellers.
So he or she would have called the RM, you said?
RM, yes.
That
we
is the
have-
relationship manager?
Yes, that we have a transaction
Yes.
of 141,000
Yes,
paid to Lamin Suso.
yes.
Can you please confirm? The RM will now say, let me call you back. That is why most of the time when you go to the bank, sometimes they may ask you to sit and wait.
I understand. That is why I am saying, because remember you told us that the CEO had to come and then request for the copy of the check,
Yes, the CEO
and had
came,
doubt, with respect to one of the signatures.
to my knowledge, the CEO came purposely. He said he came to collect the 50,000 check.
Yes.
Yes, I mentioned to him that check was returned to Lamin Suso, so we don't have a copy.
You know, that check already, we had said that he did not agree authorizing the check and it was cancelled.
Yes,
And then monies were not paid to Lamin.
yes,
Yes, so we are done with that. The 141, there was actual payment made to Lamin. Is that not correct?
paid to Suso, yes.
Yes, but there was no verification done.
How?
There is no evidence of verification.
I said every transaction above 50,000, the head of operation will call the RM of the account.
Would you not say that should be the procedure?
Yes, that is our procedure, and that is the law. Yes.
Now, when you were called by the investigators as the manager, did you find out from your staff whether there was in fact a verification done for the 141?
I said there was a verification done for the 141.
Now, who did the verification? Who did you ask?
The head of operation.
Who is the head of operation?
He is currently in Brikama.
What is his name, sir?
He is moved to Buyam branch.
His name, sir?
Yankuba Kamara.
So Yankuba Kamara called the relationship manager?
Yes.
Who is the relationship manager?
Omar Samba.
Did you speak to Omar Sama?
Omar Samba.
Samba.
Yes.
Did you confirm with Omar Samba whether he authorized this payment?
Whether after when Mr. Ture came?
The 141, yes.
No, I never called.
Did you find out from Omar Samba when you were called by the investigators or at any time that this 141, Omar Samba did actually authorize it?
No, I never spoke to Mr.
So
Samba.
why are you saying you found out that there was verification done?
That I am 100% confident.
No. Listen, it's either you did your job or you did not do your job. It's either. I am not. No one is holding you responsible for any of these transactions. You did not verify. Is that not the case?
No. You said whether after the transaction whether I have called Omar Samba to confirm.
You said no.
To confirm, I said no.
Yes. To confirm the verification.
Yes.
You had told us there has to be verification before amounts of $50,000 up are paid.
Yes.
And the verification process is the supervisor of the tellers would call the relationship manager.
Yes.
And the relationship manager will call the account holder.
Yes.
So that he or she will now give authorization for the payment of the amount in the check.
Yes.
And I asked the question, did you find out at any given point in time whether verification was done for the 141?
No, I never spoke to Omar Samba about any verification.
Exactly. So you do not know whether the 141, as at the time it was paid, whether verification was done. You don't know.
No.
Yes. That's all we wanted to know. Now, your relationship with Mr. Suso, you said it did back as far as the time before he was posted to Basse
as the director of finance.
How often do you communicate with Mr. Suso?
He calls me before he was even. He calls me most of the time. He calls me when he needed something.
When he needed?
When he needed a favor.
Favor like what?
I remember there was a time he asked if I can give him cash on credit, then he will pay me back.
How much?
The first one was 30,000.
Yes.
That was paid.
And then?
He later paid me. The second one, I cannot remember the amount actually, but I have copies. I have the checks here, which were never cashed in the name of Alatentu.
You have checks that were never cashed?
Yes, in the name of Alatentu.
Checks in the name of Alatentu that were never cashed?
Yes.
Do you have copies or you have originals?
I have the original.
The original with you here right now?
Yes.
Can we see it?
Mr. City, can you have 4 checks here?
Yes.
And they're EcoBank checks?
Yes.
The account holder is Alatentu Agency?
Yes.
Do you know who Alatentu Agency is?
It belongs to Mr. Suso, I guess.
Actually, it's his business? It's his business account?
Is it what?
Is it his business account?
Yes, actually mentioned it's his business account.
And the signatures on the check are his?
Yes.
So there's a check for $55,000.
Yes.
There's also a check for $100,000
yes.
made out to Abdullah Sedikan.
Yes.
and it's dated 21st of February 2022.
Yes.
There's a check for $30,000.
Yes.
It's not dated and there's no payee name.
Yes.
And then there's a blank check,
Yes.
signed, no date, no payee name, and no amount.
Yes.
The check for $55,000, it also has no date.
Yes, because it was never cashed.
Okay, so you have no objection to us tendering these checks?
No.
Okay, Chairperson, I applied to tender the EcoBank checks for Alatento Agency, which the witness has said is Lamin Suso's business account.
But
There
I
are 4
would-
checks.
Sorry.
Sorry?
I would like to have a copy of those checks.
Okay, the registrar will give you a copy at the end of the session.
Thank you.
Quick. So whilst the commissioners are looking at the checks, so on how many occasions did he ask you to help him?
It's frequent. Some I cannot remember because that happened in 2022.
So why does he give you EcoBank checks when you work with Vista? And I presume he has, I assume he has a Vista bank account, which is different from the Basse Area Council account.
I had not come across any account belonging to Mr. Suso for Vista, from Vista. I have not.
So he's
maybe
not-
he has one, but I have not seen any.
So he's not maintaining any account in Vista Bank?
I have not seen any. Maybe, I don't know.
I just wanted to confirm, because if you are working in a bank and in a senior personnel, you understand, it could have been easier by way of transaction to transfer the money instead of writing you checks. EcoBank check. This one does not have a date, but with
The
serial
check
number.
Okay,
Huh?
sorry. I was going to say the check numbers are there.
Yes. The serial number 6280509729 with a sum amount of 55,000 with a signature. By the way, who signed these checks? Is Mr. Suso?
Mr. Suso.
Okay. Let me take it again. EcoBank check with no payee's name and no date, with serial number 6280509729 with a sum amount of 55,000, signed by Lamin Suso. An EcoBank check with no payee, no sum amount, only with signature by Mr. Lamin Suso, with serial number 6280509729. EcoBank check with no date, with Lamin Suso's signature, with some amount stated on the check as $30,000, with serial number 6280509729. The EcoBank, EcoBank check with Abdullah Sedikan's name as payee, person receiving the check, dated the 21st of February 2022, with a sum amount of 100,000, with serial number 6280509-729, is hereby admitted in a bundle and marked as LGC/AB/BSAC/002.
As Commission President. So, for the 141, we've already discussed the fact that there was no evidence of verification. Now,
Find out.
yes.
Yes, Mr. Sedikan,
Yes.
did you recollect at any time withdrawing from his account the sum of 220,000 sometime in March?
Alatento.
Huh?
The account Alatento.
Yes.
Yes, I can remember.
So that is on the 18th of March 2022.
Yes.
You withdrew the sum of 220,000
Yes.
from his account.
Yes.
Okay. Was it a check?
Check. It was a check.
But this was a withdrawal.
Yes.
It was not a deposit, right?
No, not deposit.
So how come he gave you that check?
He asked for a favor that if I can give him cash on credit.
Huh?
He asked for a favor that if I can give him cash on credit, because during that period, I work with someone who has a company. We do construction. So I manage all the finances of that company. I even have the statement here with me.
Can we have the statement?
Yes.
Please.
Is this an original statement or?
It's an original statement.
Yes. Madam Chairperson, we apply to tender a trust bank statement.
Who is the owner of the statement?
Dada Construction and General Supply, is that correct?
Yes.
The date is 29th day of November 2022. Printed from Trust Bank Serekunda branch. Is that correct?
Actually, it was sent to me via email, so I don't know where.
Into
the
evidence
person
as an
must have sent
exhibit.
Effective
29th November.
2.
Let me see. No, effective 2021 January.
20.
21 January. January 2021
2.
to October 2022. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Into evidence as an exhibit.
I think after admitting this, he'll come back tomorrow because it's after 4.
So whilst the chairperson is dealing with that, I just had a question. Has this company ever had a contract with Basse Area Council?
No.
Thank you.
Mr. Sedikan, are you a shareholder of this company, in this company?
No.
What's your relationship with the company?
He's a friend, a very close friend.
So you assist in his financial transactions?
Yes, all.
Huh?
All his financial transactions. I even have the business registration here that you can copy and attach it to the withdrawal.
You could give us all the documents that you have, so that by tomorrow we would expedite the time and save more time. Can we have all of the documents you have?
But if you can copy this, and this is the ID of the owner of the company.
Okay.
That is his ID card.
Give it to council. What is the name of the council?
Yes, so we will ask the registrar to make a copy of the ID so that we can return you the original one.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes, and that of the registration, because that is the original.
Yeah, so just come with both tomorrow so that we will have it tendered together.
Is it possible if I can tender it today?
Now, we will make a copy, Madam Chairperson, of the ID card and probably return the witness the original ID card, if it permits.
Thank you.
Yes, so we will apply to tender the certificate of business registration
Yes.
dated the 30th day of May 2012,
Yes.
together with the ID card
Yes.
of one Babukar Dumbuya
Yes.
into evidence as an exhibit.
Yes.
Mr. Sedikan,
Yes.
just a quick one. Those withdrawals or those payments made to you by Daba Construction.
Data construction, yes.
Now, did you withdraw it cash or was it paid into an account?
Was withdrawn cash.
So you went and collected, I saw 1,700,000. You went and collected 1,700,000.
Yes.
What was that for, if I may ask?
There was a contract
And you could not pay the contractor?
No, we have those are laborers. They had a contract in the provinces, so you have to pay them after completion of their work. They don't have to come back here.
And all of these withdrawals did not reflect in your personal account?
No.
Why?
It's because I know I work for an institution, so if I have other businesses to do, it's better I do it because I don't want conflict of interest. That is why mainly we only use the trust bank account.
Now, did you declare your interests, that you have other interests outside of your banking profession, to your employers, that is Vista Bank?
That is if I become a shareholder, because I'm not a shareholder of this company.
So for your policy is only when you're a shareholder, that's
Yes.
the time you declare interest
Yes.
in another company?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The trust bank account held by Dada Construction and General Suppliers,
Yes.
dated the 29th of November, which statement covers from the 1st of January 2021 through to 29th of November 2022,
Yes.
is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/DC/T. Let me take it again. The trust bank account by Dada Construction and General Supplier, dated the 29th of November 2022, covering from the 1st of January 2021 through to the 29th of November 2022, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/AS/TB/DCG/BSAC/003. The certificate of business registration of Bubakar Dumbuya.
Babukar.
Huh?
Babukar Dumbe.
Babukar Dumbuya.
Yes.
This, what we have, correct me, Registrar, can you show him what is contained in the business registration? What I see here is Bubakar.
Yes, this is the registration. Bubakar Dumbe.
So, am I right that it is Bubakar?
Yes, I have seen that on the certificate of registration.
All right. The business certificate, that is the registration of the business for Bubakar Dumbuya, dated the 30th of May 2012, is hereby admitted in evidence together with the ID card of Babukar Dumbuya with serial number 695230, admitted in a bundle and marked as LGC/AS/CBR/EID/BSAC/004.
As the Commission places.
So I think this is a convenient point to stop. It's already to 5. We will reconvene tomorrow. This is this is LGC.